Check, check. What's going on out there? What's up, everybody? Let me know where you're coming in from. I see you out here loud, proud, strong. You Strong Island, welcome. That's you, Trinidad, welcome. All right, we're getting ready to go right into it. Wow, awesome to see you all. Super, super Saturday morning. I see you, I see you, I see you, I see you, valuable ones. I see you, invisible ones. I see you, people who are struggling in your self image, in your self esteem and confidence. Listen, I've been there. I got you. Okay. I so got you. And I so see you. And I want you to know that it's so important and valuable that you know that you are seen. And no matter what it is that you're really struggling with, um, because there are a lot of things that people struggle with, you need to know that you matter. You need to know that you are seen and that people are paying attention to you and that you're valuable. And that's my message for you all this morning. No matter who you are, whether you're catching this live or whether you're catching this in a replay, whether you're a first timer, whether you're a newbie, you matter. Okay, you are valuable, and I just wanted to let you know that and let you know I appreciate you being here. So, super Saturday morning, welcome to the Mitch Race Podcast. And again, I want to thank you, IGFB and YTOGs. Okay, that's who you are. In case you don't know who you are, that is the Instagram, Facebook, and YTOGs for being here this morning. And thank you for all of your comments. Thank you for all of your support, your feedback, your well wishes, your just your shout outs. Just thank you for so much for everything. And whether you're catching this on the live, it's great, or whether you're catching on a replay, that's also great. I am Mitch Race, and I'm an image strategist, and I help middle-aged to seasoned professional, professional males and younger males as well who are distracted, unclear, and don't know their value gain clarity and vision so that they can become the best version of themselves while earning their desired high-level income to match their image. And I want to talk to you all today about 6 valuable keys to unlock your self value. 6 valuable keys to unlock your self value. And do you have a good sense of your own value or self worth? Are you perhaps a little unclear as to what that means and how it affects you? Well, today on the Mitch Race Podcast, we are going to unpack that stuff and we're going to talk about self value a little. Okay. So, in the psychological sense, self value refers to an individual's sense of their own worth or value as a person. It's about recognizing your inherent value and worthiness, independent of external factors such as achievements or appearances. Self worth is often used interchangeably with self value, and it's a feeling of being good enough and deserving of respect and consideration. So before we get into before we get these 6 valuable keys to you, put them in your hands, keys to the Jeep to unlock your self value. Let's unpack and drill down a little more and add in a few points. Okay, self image. That's another one. Self value. It has intrinsic value. It has intrinsic value. And intrinsic value is defined as the ethical or philosophic value that an object has in itself or for its own sake. Really important to get that definition down. In ethics, intrinsic value is a property of anything that is valuable on its own. All right. So, right from the jump, we're going to get value on this because as human beings, we already have self value. It's built in, it's all in its own. There's nothing we can do to change that. And this is so important to understand on this very, very first point. It's so important that nothing changes us as our human value. This is what we have. What we may lack in some cases is the continuous underlying belief that being human is enough to constitute that self value. That's what I would say about that. And self value is about recognizing your inherent worth as a person, regardless of your accomplishments or external validation. You are valuable. I would add to that that it's about recognizing your inherent worth, regardless of your income. It is an internal sense of worth. It is an internal sense of worth. It's an internal feeling of being good enough, lovable, and deserving of respect and consideration. So, do you know that you're good enough? Do you know that? Do you feel that? Do you know that you are lovable? Do you know that you are loved, first and foremost? And do you know that you're deserving of respect and consideration? Because that brings us back to our first point. Every human being is, because you have intrinsic value. And if you have intrinsic value, having an internal sense of worth should now be recognized. Let me know if you're getting value out there, because I see a few of you already. You know that already. Self worth is not dependent on external factors. Unlike self esteem, which can fluctuate based on successes and failures, self value is more stable and independent of external validation. Self worth requires no external validation. So if you're getting value, again, let me know. There are benefits of high self value. There are benefits of high self value. Having a strong sense of self value can lead to greater confidence, better decision making, healthier relationships, and the ability to set realistic goals and expectations. Self worth is related to self compassion. A strong sense of self value involves accepting and loving yourself as you are, including your flaws and imperfections, and practicing self compassion. I tell you, this is some really, really, really valuable stuff. I'm getting great value myself from this because it's a key. It's definitely a key to a lot of locked doors. And there are a lot of people who are stuck because of this, because they don't give themselves self-compassion. They don't know that self-worth is related to self-compassion. Your value is related to you being compassionate to yourself and being forgiving to you unto yourself, loving yourself, accepting yourself. Because if you don't accept yourself, the world, it doesn't matter whether the world accepts you or not. It doesn't matter if one person on social media accepts you, if you don't accept yourself. So I kind of really want people to see this through my eyes in a way. I've realized a lot about myself and my journey in self-image and unpacking my value and just being around the right people and understanding my purpose, unpacking so much about my life. and seeing what's going on here out um, as I watch others, not in the comparison sense, but just in terms of just observing. And I started to really, really understand just how important that self compassion piece is, that self worth piece is, that self love piece is, that acceptance of yourself with everything that you are and everything that you are not, baby. Because I am talking to you. And as I speak to you, I am speaking to myself. We got to love us. This is the only you that you got. The skin that you're in is the skin that you're in. The things that you can change are the things that you can change. The things that God can change are the things that He can change. And we're in God's hands. We are valuable people. So you have to understand what really sitting down with yourself means and unpacking some of these concepts that we talk about here on this podcast and out here because they mean something. They mean something to you. All you need is just one or two things to go on, and that can set your life in a whole different trajectory going forward. Just like it's done mine. And it's a journey. It really, really is a journey. And it's a journey worthwhile taking. And sometimes you're not going to like the parts of the journey that you're on. It's going to be hard. But there are other times you're going to just love the parts of the journey that you're on. And you're going to love yourself for it. And you're going to be so glad that you invested in you. And you invested in things like self-worth. And you invested in things like self-compassion. And you invested in things like knowing your value, really unpacking that, not just making a hashtag out of it and saying it because everybody on social media says, well, I know my value, but really understanding it and unpacking in a way that makes sense and aligns you with your true purpose in life. So my goal today really is my goal today in helping unlock your self-value is to simplify and hopefully demystify this process. And simplifying self value involves focusing on your strengths and worthiness rather than comparing yourself to others or seeking external validation. It's about recognizing your inherent value and building confidence from within. This can be accomplished through various strategies, including acknowledging your strengths, self compassion, challenging negative thoughts, building positive relationships, practicing gratitude, and setting achievable goals. So, without further ado, here are your 6 valuable keys to unlock your self value. Number 1, identify and acknowledge your strengths. Take time to reflect on your skills, talents, and positive qualities. Recognize your accomplishments, both big and small, and celebrate your achievements. Celebrate your small wins. Number 2, practice self compassion. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding just as you would a friend. Just as you would a friend. Just like you would talk to a friend, talk to yourself that same way. And hopefully, the way that you talk to your friends and your family members and your loved ones is with kindness. And if not, you can learn. You can grow to that. We can scale to that level. But do that. Treat yourself with kindness. Forgive yourself for mistakes and acknowledge that perfection is not necessary. It's not necessary, baby. I'm telling you, it's not necessary. Number 3, challenge negative thoughts. Identify and challenge negative self talk, replacing it with positive affirmations. Ask yourself if you would talk to a friend the way that you talk to yourself when you're doing these positive affirmations, and just show yourself some real love. Tell yourself how strong you are. Tell yourself that you're a child of the Most High. Speak to yourself in the most amazing way. Challenge those negative thinking, those negative thoughts when they come to your head that you can't do it. Throw some scripture behind it if you'd like. You can't do it. I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. Ain't no way you're going to make that goal. You're not going to make that kind of money. Of course, I'm going to make that kind of money. I'm not only going to make that kind of money, I'm going to make that kind of money that's going to make money seem funny. Talk to yourself. Let you know. You're not good looking. You're right. I'm great looking. I look amazing. What's your excuse? Challenge negative thinking. You are so stupid. I can't believe you did the same thing. Are you kidding me? I'm one of the smartest individuals on the face of the planet. I make smart look stupid. Say to yourself, I am confident. Challenge negative thinking when those negative thoughts come to mind and tell you you aren't. And let it know. Let your mind know. And let others know that you are. Number 4, build positive relationships. Surround yourself with supportive people who uplift and encourage you. Surround yourself with supportive people who uplift and encourage you. Avoid relationships that drain your energy or make you feel inadequate. Build positive relationships with people who care about your outcome, your goals, your dreams, who you'd like to become, where you want to go, what you want to be, what you want to see, those things. Build positive relationships. Find a community of people, of positive leaders, winners, champions who are going to champion you on, who are going to lead you to greatness, who can give you something to go on when you don't have anything to go on yourself, that are going to put their arms around you and lift you up when you say you've had enough and you cannot make it. Practice gratitude. Focus on the things you appreciate in your life, both big and small. Do a gratitude journal. It can be a very helpful tool. I do a gratitude journal every day. That's something that I really work to stay consistent on, because I realize that I can do it every day because I'm grateful for something every day. And every day there is something to be grateful for. If you cannot find one thing to be grateful for, you need to really kind of think about that. And if you really need to think about it too hard, you need to talk to somebody who can help you. DM me. I'll give you a number of things to be grateful for and help you out with that process. If you find gratitude challenging, you won't after you talk to me and talk to a few other people. But seriously, practice gratitude. Set achievable goals. That's number 6. Establish clear goals that align with your values and aspirations, breaking them down into smaller, manageable steps. A big goal, sometimes a really big goal, is really hard to achieve because we kind of like delude ourselves in, okay, we can do this. We're going to tackle this big goal. And I think it's because we just don't see that there's just so many smaller steps that are involved. And you could take on that big goal, but you'll take on that big goal with smaller steps, smaller achievable steps, smaller measurable steps, smaller, smarter, attainable steps, relevant, important steps, and timely, doing it as timely as you possibly can. So I just want to say this, that I really hope that in this list, and I'm going to go back over this list of 6 valuable keys to unlock your self value. I really hope you got some value on today's podcast. So I'm going to review these 6 valuable keys one more time, and then we're going to go in for that landing. Number 1, identify and acknowledge your strengths. Number 2, practice self-compassion. Number 3, challenge yourself against negative thoughts. Actually, challenge negative thoughts. Number 4, build positive relationships. Number 5, practice gratitude. And number 6, set achievable goals. These are your 6 valuable keys to unlock your self value. I hope, again, that you got great value from this. And I want to encourage you to use these 6 keys. Please use them. There's some of the keys that have worked for me and others, and I believe that they will work for you too. And speaking of things that I believe that will work for you, I believe that working with me, the image strategist, will work for you. I believe that that will work for you. I offered a masterclass a few months ago, and I'll be offering my second one in June, which is going to be tomorrow. I'm not offering the class tomorrow. It's going to be in June, which starts tomorrow. Okay. Let's be really, really clear about that. I want to see people get the help and thrive. I want to see you get in, and I want to see you fit in. So if you're looking to next level up your image, your self-esteem, your self-confidence, and your self-value, feel free to DM me. I want you to DM me, and I'll send you my calendar link, and we'll schedule a half hour of free time with me. My free time. I will give you a half hour of my free time, which I consider valuable, as well as your time, to sit down, meet with me, and get you moving forward in the right direction. I want to thank you all, but before I say goodbye to you, I'm going to just hop onto the Instagram page for a minute and see what's going on, and maybe just share a little bit of what is being said over there. Thank you, Trinidad. Thanks so much for these insights. You're welcome. Smart Goals says Strong Island. Always be destined for greatness. Your very best. Absolutely. I am enough, says Trinidad. Self-acceptance is the very first step. Watching enthusiastically from Strong Island. Thank you. Great to have you here. Very valuable. And that's what's happening here. I'm going to just hop over to Facebook and see if I can just see you all. Sometimes, every once in a while, it happens the right way. And every once in a while, we're challenged, but that's okay. That's okay. But I see you over at Facebook. Yay. I see you, Washington. I see you, AM. And I see you, DA. I think that's because I just don't. I know, yeah, DA is Florida and AM is, I'm not sure, but put that in there. It's awesome seeing you all. Awesome seeing you. I want to thank you again for being here. I want you all to have a superb Saturday, a superb weekend, a superb life. Okay, that's what it's about. God bless you all. This has been the Mitch Race Podcast. I was about to get British for a second. This has been the Mitch Race Podcast. No, this has been the Mitch Race Podcast. Again, until another, reframe your vision, reframe your value, and reframe your victory. Thanks for being here, everybody. We'll see you again soon. Peace out. Hope you enjoyed it.